This is Copper 90, and this is our unexpected Team of the Year. We know every year the likes of Messi, Ronaldo and Bale deserve to be here, so this year we're choosing the players that have gone above and beyond what was expected of them. In goal is Keylor Navas. We know what you're thinking, where's Lloris? Well, he has been stupidly good in 2016, but you just can't look past Keylor Navas for his importance in winning Real Madrid the Champions League and their record this year. In a team full of superstars and match winners, Keylor Navas often goes under the radar at Madrid, but he is quite possibly their most reliable player. An incredible shot stopper, Navas' heroics in the Champions League saw him register a record 10 clean sheets in 12 matches on their way to the title, and all this after he was nearly sold to Man United in late 2015. At right back, it's Hector Bellerin. What a year this boy's had. As quick as lightning and with technical ability to boot, Hector Bellerin has become one of Arsenal's best players, and by far their best youth product of late. His Barca DNA means that he doesn't look out of place when Arsenal attack, and he's an absolute dream in fantasy football, and popping up with an odd goal in 2016. Arsenal had high hopes for Bellerin, and neutral fans could see he would succeed too, but it's likely no one knew how good a year he was going to have. Nominated for the FIFA Pro World 11, it looks like the sky's the limit for young Hector. At centre-back is Alderweireld. When you go over 10 hours of football without committing a single foul and still keep clean sheets, you know you're good. Well, that's exactly what Tottenham's Alderweireld did in 2016, putting in stunning performance after stunning performance to help Spurs launch their first genuine title push for years. Whilst his defensive abilities are a given, he's also an absolute baller. What else would you expect though from an Ajax Academy graduate? His form throughout last season has not carried all the way through 2016 due to recent injuries, but still aged just 27, there's no reason why Alderweireld can't keep improving into an absolute god of a defender. In the other centre-back spot is Leonardo Bonucci. Bonucci's had quite the year for Juventus and Italy. Though his defensive and ball-playing abilities at centre-back have been quite well known for some time, so impressive has his play been this year that he's developed the nickname Beckham Bonucci. It's hard to stand out at the back for Juventus, such as their dominance in Serie A, but Bonucci rises to the top. For a centre-back, he can pretty much do it all. He reads the game well, he's strong, tall, good in the air, great on the ball, and he can pick a pass. Just look at his assist at the Euros for Emmanuel Jaccarini against Belgium. Peach. At left-back, it's Patrice Evra. It's quite hard to believe that Patrice Evra is 35. His Instagram posts alone are a ray of sunshine in our lives, and his play at left-back is still a sight to behold. He may not rank up there with the likes of Marcelo, Alba and Alaba, but it's easy to overlook how impressive a year he's had. Winning the title with Juventus may not be the most difficult thing to do, but to start year upon year for two of the biggest clubs in Europe, in Juventus and Man United, for a solid decade, shouldn't be ignored. He even started for France at the Euros, and can still mix it with the buzzy, powerful, quick youths of Europe. At centre-mid, it's N'Golo Conte. In midfield, we just had to put in this mini-man mountain. With a quite ridiculous Premier League win percentage, the best in history by some way, all the signs suggest that Leicester's title-winning form was far from a fluke with this man in the team. Whilst Vardy and Mahrez stole the headlines with how piss-takingly easy they humiliated defences in 2016, it was Kante's unglamorous and unrelenting work in midfield that really kept Leicester's form up. 2016 was a momentous year for Kante, winning the Premier League, moving to Chelsea for £32 million, becoming integral to the French national side, and being hailed as the best player in the Prem by the one and only Sir Alex Ferguson. At the other centre midfield spot, it's Renato Sanches. When you beat Marcus Rashford to Europe's Golden Boy Award for 2016, you know you've got a special player. We should have guessed, to be fair, what with his €35 million transfer to Bayern Munich in May of this year. His precocious talent was obvious. Skillful and composed on the ball, strong as an ox with scary acceleration, Renato Sanches plays in midfield like Seedorf did in his prime. He may lack the discipline of a veteran, but he has all the physical attributes to truly become one of the world's best midfielders in years to come. If 2016 was anything to go by though, it's pretty much a banker. Starting for Portugal in the Euros, and playing a big hand in them lifting the whole bloody thing, it was pretty much the perfect summer for Renato Sanches. On the left wing, it's Marcus Rashford. We know he hasn't been around for long, but hear us out. First off, the things you do with Alex Hunter on FIFA 17, Rashford's done in real life in 2016, and more. To put his ridiculous year simply, he scored in his Europa League, Premier League, League Cup, England Senior and England Under-21 debuts. All the while becoming Manchester United's youngest ever scorer in a European competition, the third youngest scorer for United in Premier League history, the youngest ever scorer in a Manchester derby in the Premier League era, the youngest Englishman to score in his international debut, and the third youngest overall. In fact, the only competition in which he didn't score in his debut was the FA Cup. Oh yeah, he was also runner-up to Renato Sanches in the European Golden Boy Award in 2016. On the right, it's Riyad Mahrez. When you're in a team that's tipped to be relegated and inspire them to win the Premier League and win the PFA Player of the Year in the process, you've had a pretty good year. Mahrez and Leicester went far above and beyond the expectations of both of them. And were it not for Mahrez's 17 goals and 11 assists in the Premier League, it's likely that Leicester would not be the champions of England. His sumptuous left foot, feathered pillow of a first touch, and telepathic relationship with Vardy on the pitch are a joy to watch, and he was rightly hailed as the Premier League's best player this year. Our number 10 behind the striker is Dimitri Payet. You can achieve a lot in a year, especially if you're Dimitri Payet. From bamboozling dribbles to Gerrard-esque passes and genuinely unbelievable free kicks, Payet has regularly ripped up European football in 2016. It didn't take long for him to make his mark in late 2015, but we only caught a glimpse of what he was capable of at that point. His highlights this year include scoring impossible free kicks against Man United and Crystal Palace, and seriously, watch the goal against Crystal Palace, and also his wonder solo goal against Borough. He topped all of this brilliance off with a stunning Euro 2016, where he opened the scoring in the tournament with a totally unbelievable yet unsurprising piece of technique. What a player. And up top, it's Jamie Vardy. You could very well claim that 2016 was the year where if you chatted shit, you got banged. With a tireless work rate, blistering pace, an effortless yet crazy eye for goal, there wasn't a team Vardy didn't want to score against. If winning the Premier League wasn't enough, he also made sure his first international goal was a backheel against Germany, planned the release of his own autobiography and his own biopic, have his own flavour of Walker's Crisp, and meet Poet and Vooge. 2016 couldn't have gone much better for the Leicester hitman. That was Copper 90's Unexpected Team of the Year. Did we miss any? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.